a lot of what I talk about are in levels. So meaning there is a stage where it's really important to say what you want exactly as you want it, in an open and receptive way. There are various stages in this, so I don't want to bypass any of them. I'll just speak to one. We'll just say it's a bit more advanced, but it's advanced, but anybody can practice it. How's that? Because so first and foremost, the most important thing I think any woman can do is pledge fidelity to the deeper desire. There's a pledge I made as an experiment, because you don't know if it will take you to your death, as they tell you, like the sirens and the. But I had a sense that there was a deeper desire, and that if I followed it, like the William Stafford poem, the thread that runs through everything, if I followed it, at the very least, I would have an adventure, and it might lead all the way, to the top of the mountain, we'll say. And so the work there is, I pledged that fidelity. Wow, that's great that I did that, but that is impossible to do because, like I said, desire, I'm conditioned to believe that my desire is shameful. I'm conditioned to believe that I don't deserve. That's really, you get a lot of, I don't deserve this. You get a lot of, or I did, I would suspect that most people would, oh, well, that was good enough. Like we were going to do this campaign for our legislation, never settle. But it's not like never settle. It's that settling is cruel because it's off the spot. And you're always looking for the spot because the lights go on for both people when the spot is touched. So never settle, never take shortcuts. But don't get rigid. How do you do that? Oh my gosh. And so there's that level of working things. And so first and foremost, I had to get right with those impulses because they were asking me to do things that my conditioning was saying don't do. Okay, so I find my value. I'm down there at the base level and I find my value. Then I listen to it so that I know what it is, so that I can hear it in its exact language, so that I can be a good guide. Then when that happens, the signal can come through with greater clarity. Say I'm in an ohm, and the impulse comes, this used to happen to me at the beginning all the time. I'd be in an ohm with somebody who I wasn't in a sexual relationship with, but a sexual impulse would arise in the middle of the ohm, and then I would tamp that down, and then the whole ohm would die as a result. So how do you allow that impulse to come through when it doesn't go with your ideas, right? And it doesn't mean you have to act on every impulse. It means you have to listen to every impulse and honor every impulse so that it can move into its right place. Okay, so then what do you do? And you learn to speak it, yes, but we talked about being at cause and at effect. The effect person is, I don't know, the boss. They're it looks like you're the person who's on the bottom. But when you're at effect, you're the person who's ensuring success for both of you. So if I notice that a desire arises, I have better hearing than him, and it is incumbent upon me to have him succeed at the both the hearing, the expressing, and hopefully the production of the desire. So then I learn how to talk in such a way that I train somebody to hear desire. Well, how do you do that? Sort of what I did with Mike. This is going to be the answer to your question, but all of that groundwork had to be laid. What I did with Mike was I asked questions. Hey, but you did hear it, didn't you? No, I didn't hear it at all. He doesn't talk anything like that. he was a football player, but no, I didn't hear it at all. Oh, okay. But you didn't have this thought? Well, yeah, I had the thought. And so to go through and to demonstrate what I know, and it's very hard for women to do that because it's so natural for us. It's like the grandmother who cooks by feel having to give the recipe to somebody. And then concurrently recognizing that men want to get it right. They really do. And so to do it in a way that offers them the space to learn with dignity. That doesn't get to angry that they didn't hear it or didn't do it or didn't produce it, that actually can stay in the place of delight that anybody would even want to. And then I do so much inquiry. Well, what do you think? And I do a lot of waiting. That's the other thing. What do you think? And I do a lot of like having them notice, oh, there's more distance when the desire isn't expressed, because desire is an aspect of Eros, so it connects that which is separated. There's more distance when we're off the spot of desire than when not. So then, what did you hear? What are you feeling? Oh, does it feel like we're on the spot right now? What do you think would be on the spot? What do you think the desire is? Is there a desire here now? And then they'll say, yeah, we want to go get burgers. Okay, that's interesting. But very much just a process of guiding inquiry that allows them to win each time they get close. I'm a big believer in gamifying things. So every time they get close, give them a win. Every time they get warmer, give them a win. Every time they get colder, give them a neutrality. How's that? And then pretty soon what you'll find is, the other thing is, as women, we are having to counter a cultural notion. And by me saying the cultural notion, I want to say I think it's BS, BS, BS. But as women, we were raised to believe that men are idiots and that they're incapable. No, it's not incapable. They just have different conditioning than us. And so we can't apply our rules to their world. You can't judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree. You can't apply your own capacity for intuition that you were raised having that positively incentivized in men who weren't. No, you can just gently show them what you have in such a way that you can meet in the middle. Don't give up, is what I'm saying. Usually we just say, oh, he's dumb, he's an idiot. These women who get together and say men are dumb. I want to say personally, I want to give testimony. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side, and I am 100% clear of the genius in men if we provide the tools.